Hey everyone, a little bit of a solo review. This beer is from Blue Jacket Brewing. They're out of Washington, D.C. This is called Discreet Charm. It is their smoked Helles coming in at 5%. I asked Mike, I was like, you're not very big on smoked beers, right? And he was like, no. And I was like, all right, I have a few I'm going to do solo then. I picked this up when I was in Washington. We went to Blue Jacket. Great spot. We also hit up the Roost / Shelter. So the Roost is like this giant kind of food court type area where you kind of order from your phone from all different restaurants, including Shelter, which is a beer bar. It's owned by the same folks who own Blue Jacket and own Church Key. So if you know, Church Key is like one of the most popular, one of the most like sought after mecca beer bars, I think, in the country. And we didn't get to make it to Church Key because they literally reopened post-COVID. I guess COVID's not over, but while we were there, like the ones that we were there, and we had kids with us, we were like, all right, I bet that place is going to be swarming with people. So I was trying to stay away. And the first night we're like, oh, let's go to this place called the Roost in Shelter. It was like a one train stop away from our Airbnb. And we get there and look at the menu and stuff. I'm like, this is a crazy list. And then I start Googling the place, and it turns out it was owned. And I was like, it's owned by the people at Church Key. So that's fine. We don't have to go to Church Key. Then we made it to Blue Jacket. And the ordering system at this place, I don't know if it's Square, I don't know if it's Toast, I don't know if it's some other version. I've never seen it. Like, you literally just order from your phone in both places, and it has your table number, you scan the code, and then you can order from all the different restaurants when we're at the Roost, and they'll just bring you, like, we ordered tacos, pizza, just like small plate sushi, and they'll bring you the beers and stuff like that, and then Blue Jacket, very similar. You order your food and you order your beer when you're there. And then, so I had this beer on draft, and I loved it. And the funny thing is, we went to New York City the week after, and went to this place called the Grand Delancey, which was recommended by Keith over at No Hype Beer Reviews. Thank you, dude. That place is awesome. And I'm looking at the website and the menu. And I'm like, this, like, it's a similar like aesthetic, like design wise from Blue Jacket and Roost, like the way the websites looked, and I was like, I want to check this out. Turns out these business partners ventured out into New York and opened the Grand Delancey. It a very similar thing, except didn't have the app, which kind of I wish it had the app. But there was a food court area, and then the beer bar was there. So we ordered food, and they brought it from whatever vendor we wanted to the bar where we were sitting. But yeah, anyways, Dirty Last Mafia. Enough talking. This beer looks like a Helles, golden straw yellow, really white head, small bubbles. Kind of went away relatively fast. Let's get a nose. There's this lovely crispness, just like straw graininess, but along with that is this really nice level of smoke. We're not talking like full on bacon, like we're not talking like the smoked marts and stuff like that you can get from what's that German brewery's name? The one that's the big one. I'm gonna be laughed out of this video for not remembering that name. But anyways, loads of smoke character on this with that kind of crispiness. Let's get a taste. Cheers. Right up front, it hits you with this level of smoke that, for me, is perfectly fine. For other folks, this would be way too smoky for them that don't like smoked beers. I had someone try it when we were there, and they were like, "Oof." And I was like, really? It's not that I could use maybe a little bit more smoke. I'm definitely turning into Keith at 93 Lumber. But then it hits this crispness of the Helles, like that crisp little twanginess you get in Helles is still there as I'm talking. It's just like this lovely, the malt character is still kind of going over my palate. There's a little bit of like, the smoke's still there, but it's just still a super crisp, easy to drink beer that kind of gives you that, like all the vibes you want from a Helles with that smoke character. So you get a little bit of a little bang for your buck. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's just enough to kind of keep you coming back for more. I love it. Down in the comments, has anyone had Blue Jacket before? Blue Jacket Discreet Charm, to be exact. All the other beers we had there, the sours were freaking amazing. The IPAs were really good. All the other lagers I had were outstanding. I brought back this, a porter, and a sour that my wife wanted. The porter, just a straight up American porter or British porter. Anyway, it was just straight up porter, no adjuncts, right? No bullshit. So freaking good. Maybe Mike and I will review that next couple weeks. But anyways, down in the comments, what do you think? What do you think of Blue Jacket? What do you think of, I guess, like the Church Key, the Roost, the Shelter, the Grand Sea whole like business relationship? I guess 'cause it's like I guess it's a person like some business partners. Is my understanding. I would have done more homework, but this is Nerdsense. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, nerdsense.net, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Those are your things. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit those notification bells so you can find me post new videos. And I'm Sean. This is Nerdsense. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching.